Hello friends, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Let's Meet Positivity. Today we have a very special guest who is homeopathy consultant, a nutritionist, a counselor, and a DMIT expert. She loves to see that people's life is enhanced in some or the other way. A very positive thought, right? I know. So let's talk to her and see what exactly this DMIT field, because this is new for almost a lot of people. This new field. So let's get maximum information from Dr. Manasi Malshe. Hello Mansi. First of all, thank you very much for joining on this YouTube channel. So Mansi, I would like to start with my first question. What is this DMIT?
Okay, so I'll say this is a wonderful question, Karen. It gives me opportunity to explain. So DMIT is a full form म्हटला तर it is dermatoglyphics multiple intelligence test, and this is in a very simple term is a scientific tool that will tell you about your inborn talents, strengths, personality, abilities. Based on that, then career choices and lot of other things. So in a nutshell, if you want to understand yourself or you want to have a clarity, what I am, what I can do, what I cannot do, where I need to work, what should be my hobbies. Okay. So all these things can be explained through DMIT. It's a wonderful and excellent tool, I'll say. And I always urge people to take maximum benefit of it. There are a lot of people, adults, couples, kids, everybody taking benefit of this. And a lot of people who have changed their career paths, or a lot of people who have decided the career path based on this test, and they're really doing excellent in their life. So in short, if you ask me, स्वतःला समजून घ्यायचं असेल तर DMIT is the best thing for you.
Oh wow. And as you mentioned, it is a scientific tool, but is there any limitations? I mean, from the age perspective, Mansi, or anyone can do that DM?
No, कमीत कमी anyone म्हणजे minimum age is 3 years,
Okay.
and after that there is no age limit. We have got around, I think so, I have done counseling for 65-year-old client also, so there is no age limit.
What exactly the process is? I mean, how you, I mean, if someone approaches you for DMIT, what exactly the process? I mean, how you do it?
Process is also very simple, Swanand. What we do is initially we just need to take 10 fingerprints. Okay. And after that, one small questionnaire is also there for adults basically. And after that, there is a report. After that, there is a counseling. It's a very simple process. And as there are only fingerprints, we can do it for very young kids also.
So when you mention counseling is like where you will actually hand it over the report and help them to understand the report, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
There's a team of counselors. I've got around four very well educated and people from the counseling background itself. So they will sit with you. They'll make you understand the report, and also they'll guide you. Okay, what to do further now. Okay, you understood. What next? So they help you in both the things.
okay. Mansi, my next question is towards the business, right? Because the other things, whatever things are happening outside, there are people who are little worried about their future. A lot of liabilities are there. There are already pay cuts happening, so they are looking for a side income and all that, right? So if someone wants to start a business in DMIT, okay, so how can you help them if someone reach out to you that Mansi, I wanted to start DMIT business, but they don't know anything about it, apart from whatever you just mentioned.
Right.
So how they can start? How can you help them to start?
See, again, a very wonderful question, excellent question, I will say, because see, I'm also looking for people who are interested in spreading this thing, because DMIT itself is very close to my heart. Okay, it has helped me immensely. I did it for myself when I was around 34 years of age, and it has really changed my life entirely. So I want to spread this, and I want a lot of people to get benefit. So if somebody wants to come and join me as an associate, we teach them everything from the scratch. The most important thing is the part where we need to do the analysis. I have a separate team which does analysis. I have a team of counselors. So the person who comes as an associate doesn't have to do all these things. So they don't have to get trained in counseling. Okay, I can't talk, or I know only Marathi, I know only English. No problems in that. And we also guide them, help them in how to market this, how to take fingerprints, whatever instruments are needed for taking fingerprints, that software and everything is provided by us. So they, anybody can just come with the willingness, definitely, and we give them first hand experience of what is DMIT and DMIT counseling, and after that they are ready.
Oh,
And at
so
every juncture I am there, like even you are with me for 2 years, 3 years, and one day you come and tell me, okay Mansi, there is a big meeting and I think I'll need you to come with me, I come with you anytime. So that support is always there.
that's great. That's great. And you, what you just mentioned, it is like entire front ending will be done by them. Okay,
Yes,
which is
yes,
easy to start, and
yes,
the
perfect.
back end stuff, which is very simple and all that, that you can take care of it, so that it will help them to at least gel with the process, understand the process also, and then
Yes,
they can actually market it properly.
yes, yes,
Great, great, great. That's really nice, and definitely whoever watching our video, may get help at least to start a side income, because it is currently in this situation, it is really required, right?
yes, yes, definitely, very much.
Good. Mansi, my next question is towards this pandemic situation. Okay, the lockdowns announced, everything was stopped, and everyone had a different plans altogether for typical 2020. As we remember, the people are sending a message that this 2020 we will do this, we'll do that, and
Yes,
blah blah blah, and everything got completely, like, everyone started struggling. Everything got stopped there and there itself. So when the lockdown announced, and when it started getting extended month by month, right? Lot of people into panic situation. A lot of people started thinking negatively. What was your thought process during that time?
okay. So I really need to go back and think. See, initially what happened, it was all rosy, rosy, because you're free, you've got a lot of time, so you catch up with all the relatives, and you spend time with the family, cook, and just enjoy your time. But once it, like, it started extending above a month, then the real picture started hitting. Okay, now for us, basically, as a DMIT person, I need to go and meet people. Okay, so for me, it was like, okay, now I don't know, like, if I'm not supposed to go and meet somebody, then how I'm going to do the business. So yes, there was a little anxiety, and plus my husband is a doctor, so he was every day going and seeing patients and coming. So another anxiety from that end also, that okay, he's being exposed every day. So yes, there was anxiety. I am not saying that I was very this thing, but the way I was talking about the clarity. Okay, so if you have that clarity in your mind about what you are, about what you want to do in life, okay, then these are the obstacles. It could be smaller or bigger. So I looked at it, okay, now, okay, this is one obstacle, that I can't meet somebody to take his fingerprints. So what can I do? So we really sat down, and we discussed, and I got in touch with other people who are doing this business, and I asked them. Generally, people look at each other as a rivals, so we don't discuss who is doing what. But by God's grace, I met so many nice people, and we came up with a very fantastic idea where I don't have to go personally. Without going there, I could get the fingerprints in whatever format I want. And then my analysts were kind enough to take that extra effort to take that information and analyze it and put it in a format that we wanted. So that was a huge step for us, because today now we are in such a condition that anywhere in the world, if you call me and tell me, okay, Mansi, I want to do this, we are equipped.
Oh, wow.
So
That's wonderful.
yeah, because previously it was like, okay, I don't have an associate there, I can't travel that far, so sorry, I can't do anything. From there, now today we are at, okay, where you are, fine, so we'll tell you what to do, please do that, send us the prints, and we'll do the test. So that was a huge step, I'll say. Now when
Great.
I yeah.
Yes.
So when I think back, if I would have looked at it as a full stop, simplicible, that maybe it is very difficult. But yes,
Yes.
if I look at it, okay, now I have time, let me see what can be done, or let me see what are the lacunae that are there in my business where I can work on, or as a person I need to develop in certain areas. So like simple things about this technology and all these things, I was not very comfortable, but now there is no option. So I was very comfortable till WhatsApp, but then I learned a lot of new things, is Zoom meetings, this, that. So reading gives you a very different perspective altogether, and connecting with a lot of new people. So that has really given me and very important thing was, as I have done my DMIT test, I know what kind of a personality I am. So what gives me stress, and what gives me happiness, and also how my thinking works. So all these things help me in managing myself. But yes, I was also anxious initially. Sometimes that creeps up again. Okay, now what? Acha, अजून extend झाला. Now what? But uh, overall, if you see, I will look at it as a time given to us to develop ourselves and our business.
Great, great. That is the key, Mansi. Okay, getting into the frustration or depression is like, okay, it's a human being, right? Everyone is human being. Everyone will be frustrated some of the other time, but you should know where to stop, where to come out of it, and where again restart, right?
Right.
That is something very important that everyone should do that. My last question, Mansi, to you is the same. When you mentioned that you could do this, you could achieve this because you know yourself very well, right? There are a lot of people, and it's not about this pandemic situation. If there is a situation in individual life as well, if something happened to them, right? And if they are like stuck in their life, you know what's your suggestion? They should, if they come back to you, how you can help them to again uh, think about themselves, think about their strengths, their weaknesses, how you can do that? I mean, what do you think?
Okay. See, I'll give you, like, initially I spoke about myself, how it has helped me. So if you see now, everybody has a set pattern. Like some people think in loops. Ek's thought, repeat, 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 repeat. So it gets intensified. Shit, there is no business. Shit, there is no business. Shit, there is no. Then it becomes huge. So if I already know, okay, this is how I think, I can divert that thinking in some other direction. If I know my strengths, okay, I'm a creative person. So I work on those things instead of thinking about what is going wrong, what is going wrong, what is going wrong. Like, you yourself are a poet, so definitely you must have written a few poems during this lockdown. So that way, like, I started exploring origami, I started exploring doing some mandala things. So that way I can tell you what you can do. The most important thing is, like, I'll tell people in general, You don't know yourself, you please come to us, come to Mind Genie Solutions. We will definitely help you. We'll love to help you. And you will really get a lot of benefits. But a general suggestion is that please talk to somebody.
Hmm, that's very important.
That's the most important aspect, because I am anxious. How the other person will know that I'm anxious? That is one. And second is, I am anxious, the other person is also anxious. Everybody in the family is anxious. Maybe the anxiety points are different. Somebody anxious because of financial things, somebody from the health perspective, but
Right.
everybody has anxiety. So talking is one thing where you're sharing your worries and anxieties with other people. If you're not comfortable, then you can write in a take a small paper or a diary or whatever, and write down whatever your feelings are. So what happens is, in that process, you will see that okay, slowly I myself finding few solutions, or at least that intensity reduces.
Right. So
And
when you say
always,
willpower, right? If you utilize it in a positive way, it is really awesome. But if
yes,
you utilize it in a negative way, it is really dangerous.
very
So
dangerous.
that's a very important thing. I agree.
Yeah. And I generally tell people that always, if something comes in your life, you know for that individual it is always something huge. For the outsider it might be she हे काय छोट्याशा कारणासाठी, but for that person it is huge. But if you look at it as an obstacle, not the end of the road, then you can take few steps back, take a overview. You will find some way, like I can climb, or I can go from the side, or I can break it open and go. You'll find some way. So don't look at it as an end of life, look at it as an obstacle.
Right.
And if
One of my friend Mansi, I would like to share that with you. One of my friend was when I was just on the same YouTube channel. I have taken his, kind of. I just had a conversation with him. Okay, he mentioned when I say everything was stopped, right? He said, "Don't look at it as a full stop. Look at it from the comma perspective. This is
yes,
just a comma. Take a step
yes,
back and think. You will definitely move ahead. Definitely there are there are ways to move ahead. It's just like
yes, yes,
you should get convinced from inside that this is not a full stop. This is a comma.
yes. And if nothing is working, do come to us, we will help you.
Great. That is really a good thing. And I know DMIT now what exactly it is, and yes, I will flash your details on this YouTube channel. I'll
Yes,
put it into description as well, so that anyone who wants to reach out to you, maybe to do their own DMIT test, or maybe they want to learn something out of it so that they can start side income for whatever reasons.
definitely, definitely.
And help them as you do always for others.
Yes,
Uh,
always.
Thank you
And
so much, Mansi,
yeah,
for
it was my pleasure coming here. Talking to you is always a pleasure. So thanks actually that you called me on this channel. And I hope you also had a good time.